Do you need to work on your balance? The answer is all of us do before we really need to do it. So I have a yoga block here. It's a very inexpensive, easy piece of equipment to have in your house. It doesn't take up a lot of time and you can do so much with it. But I'm going to show you a few things to do to work on your balance, and it will also help work on any muscle imbalances we have in our hips, which affects low backs, hips, ankles, knees, and thus everything else. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to take one foot onto the block. And if you have a longer foot than I do, you can stack 2 blocks end to end so that you have a longer balance surface to stand on, okay? And I'm gonna step up and down. Now also, if I need something to balance with or next to, move closer to any wall or place a chair beside you, not behind you. You don't wanna rotate and try and balance. So just by doing this step up and down, helps me work on balance. I'm getting used to the feel of the block under the foot. I'm doing a little weight transfer, like if I was stepping up and over something or having to catch my balance. This is a really good motion. I can step front to back, I can do a little out to the side and in. So switch it up. But I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna pull my foot up off the floor, that floating foot. And from here, I'm gonna do a little swing. And I don't wanna slouch, I wanna stay nice and tall. And I'm just gonna swing front to back. And by swinging front to back, I'm working on counterbalancing for that standing leg. And if I look at a focus point, this will be easier than if I'm like looking around the room and trying to find everybody. Okay, now I'm gonna center that here. I'm gonna pull my toes up, I have the clearance. Now this is why I like to use this yoga block, because if I was just on the floor and wanna do some of these leg series size, it makes me tip to this side and could cause some low back SI stuff because I don't have clearance to move, right? So we want the block, or that step that's in your house would work, but not a book, because that would slide underneath your foot. So I've got the self-center, I got my toes pointing straight forward, and I'm gonna slide straight out to the side and in, and 2, and 3, find your focus point, 4, but I got you, 5, 6, 7, 8, good, 9, and a 10. I'm gonna pull in, maybe tap the block for balance. And from the heel pushing down, I'm gonna draw little circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now reverse that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold. I'm changing the plane of motion I'm moving in by pulling the knee up and then press down. Pull up 2, and 3, and 4. How we doing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from here I'm gonna kick this leg forward. And so I'm a little bit in front of my standing leg, right? Toes are up. So my block leg is gonna squat down, I'm gonna tap the floor. So I'm not completely setting weight down, I'm tapping. And here's 5. So this is, here's 5. This is gonna isolate this quad right here. Here's 7, 8, you can omit this one, come back to it later. And 10, come up, balance, and just hold balance. I can kind of soften this knee, and then step on down. Now, depending on you, shake it out before we go to the other side. You may feel all that work in the hip, you may feel that work in the lower leg. That's okay. It means it's working, okay? We're gonna go to the other leg. Get your foot set on there and up and down. And we're just gonna walk up and down. Just find that weight transfer, that movement. Maybe I have that chair to hold on to, or 2 chairs, side to side. So I can really focus on being centered, right? If I had something on both sides of me. And up and down. Just finding my balance. And you want to stay tall. All right, now come up and pause. Make sure you feel upright on that leg as you bring your floor leg floating up. And now I'm going to swing. Nice, simple moves, but challenging. They can be very challenging, especially if you look around, because that throws off my proprioception, which is part of your balance. Go ahead and center yourself right here. Toes are up. I'm going to kick out to the side and then back in. And out 2, and 3. How are we doing? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that foot underneath you, and I'm gonna draw little circles. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, reverse direction, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how we doing? 7, 8, 9, now 10, hold. Here we go, knee pull in front. So I'm changing that balance position, the plane of motion. 3, 4, this has to do something different. 5, 6, 7, everybody looks good. 9, 10, I'm gonna bring it down, kick that leg forward, my toes are up. Block leg squats as I tap and then up. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up and hold. Find that balance and then step on down. Shake it out. How'd you do? How was one leg from the other? We have one leg that's more dominant in movement and one leg that's more dominant in supporting us. And you probably just found out which was which. Grab that block. Squeeze it between your thighs and really squeeze into it. Now we're gonna counter the outer hip movement we just did by just doing a squat. So squeeze in the block. Really kind of hug into it to counter that outer hip motion. This actually will help you feel like that feels more even. And up. This looks good. I love doing these. I have a love-hate with these. I know they're working so good for me. It's a really good thing to do maybe before running, especially trail running, when you got all those instabilities from side to side. Last one. Stand up. I'm just gonna put my hands on my thighs and just stretch it out. And there you go. Get started on working on your balance. There is more to come, but this I know you can do. Good luck.